According to international law, a country's sovereign airspace is determined by its territorial waters lying 22.2 kilometers from the coastline. That's the blue line. Turkey admits its plane may have ventured into Syrian airspace, but insists it was shot down in international waters 24 kilometers from the coast, shown by the red line here. Syria, on the other hand, says a, quote, unidentified air target penetrated its airspace. It says it followed the law, engaged the aircraft, and scored a direct hit just 1 kilometer from its coastline. But Turkey disputes that and says appropriate rules of engagement were not followed.
There was no warning given to our aircraft. Syria claims a breach. It's true that on its way back to Turkey, the plane did briefly enter Syrian airspace. But a warning should then be given. If a warning doesn't take place or is not heeded, a more direct message should be sent. The next step from that should be to get the aircraft to land by force. Syria did not do any of these. The point to consider is that the jet was not hit during the earlier breach, but in international airspace.
Turkey has now invoked Article 4 under the NATO Charter, where member states will consult with each other if an ally feels its territorial integrity, political independence, or security has been threatened.
Al Jazeera's Anita McNaught is in Antakya, near Turkey's border with Syria.
A lot of very detailed information in the Turkish foreign minister's discussion of what the Turks understand events were on Turkish TV. Let me summarize the key points. The plane, and it turns out there was only one of them. There was some confusion yesterday in my reporting after I thought an eyewitness said there were two flying, but there was one flying on that mission. The plane was flying on a training mission designed to test Turkey's radar defenses, he said. The mission was an entirely non-hostile one, even routine. And he said the identity of the Turkish plane was not hidden. It was clear for all to see. Not only were radio communications open, but they say Turkey actually has access to radio recordings, we presume they mean of discussions on the Syrian side, which demonstrate that the Syrians knew it was a Turkish plane before they shot at it. And that, of course, is some variance to the Syrian version of events, where the Syrians say they didn't realize it was Turkish till afterwards.
And the United States weighing in as well. Hillary Clinton, the U.S. Secretary of State, calling the downing of that military jet brazen and unacceptable, and saying she condemns it in the strongest possible terms.